Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Class of the Living Dead. To continue on, it's actually been a bit since I've recorded this, so hopefully I'm able to do all the voices correctly. I might have to adjust the volume. This is some weird background music, so if I remember correctly, we were doing a plan that did not involve escaping the school because we're stupid. Kay's flat statement hangs in the air between us. You really aren't going to help? Nope. Great, now what are we gonna do? We were all set, too. I can still barricade the stairs. It skipped ahead on us. I can help with the fortifications, too. It won't be as easy with only the two of us handling that part, but we should be able to do it. It's not ideal, but I guess we'll work with what we have. Okay, you're sure you won't come with us? Take your bets now. Is she gonna survive or die? I kind of think they're setting her up to be doomed. Positive. I'm staying right here where it's safe. You realize no one will be here to help you, right? Still safer than running around in the middle of the school trying to block windows or whatever. Alright, fine. Is there anything else we need before we get started? I'll turn it down a little bit just in case. We'll need some boards and tools so we can block the windows. We should be able to find those in the shop. What kind of shop is this? Leaving Kay behind, the five of us make our way to the other end of the school, where we find a few zombies wandering through the shop room. Oh, I guess they mean shop class? We take them out quickly and begin gathering the supplies we need. Again, this music box music is really weird. This makes me almost want to take a shop class. What should I say? Maybe you'd have a knack for it, or sounds like a bad idea to me. Why would we say number 2? We'll say the knack part. Maybe you'd have a knack for it. You really think so? You never know until you try. I wish I could start with something a little less stressful than boarding up windows to prevent zombies from getting inside. Or us to get out. This plan really is terrible. Yeah, that's a rough way to start. But you have used a hammer before, right? Not really. Oh. At least all she has to do is nail some boards across the windows? Okay, we need enough to board up the windows to start with, and possibly the door once Shorty is safely back inside the school. I don't even remember where I'm going. Will they be strong enough to hold back the zombies? Don't worry, this is quality lumber. As long as they're nailed in solidly, the zombies would never break them down. I've seen a bunch of movies that say otherwise. Plus, with how many windows this school has, this doesn't seem possible. Although I guess we only need to board the first floor ones, but still. Schools, especially in Japan, tend to have a lot of windows. I'll do my best. What about our weapons? It would be a disaster if our efforts to clear out the zombies left inside the school actually undid our own fortifications. Mel, are there any precautions we should keep in mind? Don't point the flamethrower at the boards. Precautions? Wasn't she listening? You know, since we'll be fighting in close quarters, will we need to stay away from the boarded windows to make sure we don't break the wood? Oh, just don't throw a projectile straight at them and you should be fine. But if we did, that might be a problem. I'm still a little iffy on Mel's voice. The acid could eat through the wood, so direct impact would be risky. What if we're just fighting close by? Should be fine. Are you sure? What about the explosions? There shouldn't be enough explosive power for it to be an issue. Okay, great. Mel nods and wanders toward the door. What's up with her? She doesn't seem like her usual self. It's like she's tired or distracted by something. Like maybe she's thinking about her brother. There was her strange behavior earlier when she lost her head fighting the zombies outside the chemistry lab, too? Mel isn't acting like her normal self. What should I do? Check on Mel to see if she's okay, or leave her alone. I'll check on her, obviously. Unwilling to dismiss her unusual behavior without checking on her, I follow Mel to where she's staring into space. Mel? Did you need something else? Now we got the love music playing. Where are their futons? Are you okay? What? You're acting a little strange. If you aren't feeling up to fighting, we can... No, I can fight. Okay. That felt like a return of the rage that caused her rampage earlier. I'm sorry. I guess it's pretty obvious that I have something on my mind, huh? Yeah, is it anything I can help with? Not really. She sighs and bows her head. Ever since we got the news about what things are like on the outside, especially in our town, I've been worried about my brother. His hospital isn't far from here. Oh? I wish I could reassure her, but I don't know what to say that wouldn't sound forced. A hospital would be an especially dangerous place to be at the start of an outbreak. I keep thinking he's probably dead, but if he isn't, then he's alone and scared and... She shakes her head and covers her face with her hands. Me? As someone who currently has a relative in a hospital, I'd be heading there straight off. Well, I'd probably get another relative first, but then I would head there. This is a side of Mel I've never seen before. Even when she's worried about something, she's fairly composed. She must really be upset, and with good reason. I step closer to her and put my hand on her shoulder. I understand. She shifts, and at first I think she's going to pull away, but instead she turns toward me and presses her face against my shoulder. I hug her tightly. Everyone else is still just standing there, watching us. Thanks for not assuring me he's alive. I'd love to believe it, but I know it's not likely. She must feel so helpless being trapped in the school without any way of finding out if her brother is alive or dead. Once we fortify the school and turn it into a safe base for us, we can start looking for other survivors. How will we get out? You'll help me look for my brother? Absolutely. I want to have hope. Then be hopeful. Don't believe the worst-case scenario has to be true. Accept that it might be, but hold on to your hope. I'll try. She takes a deep breath and looks up at me. Yua glaring at us in the corner. Do you really think that there's a chance? Yes, and if your brother is alive, I'll help you get to him safely, no matter what it takes. Help you get him to safety. Thank you, Shorty. Did Mel just thank me? Directly? It didn't even sound awkward and forced either. Did she thank us earlier? I can't say I remember, but I feel like she would have. You're welcome. She pulls away her punches and punches her fist into her hand. Right then, let's get out there and show those zombies what we're made of. This is our school, and we're going to turn it into a refuge for survivors and hope they don't nuke us. That's the spirit. Hang in there, AG. I'll find you. It's so good to see Mel's spirit restored. Now let's get this done so she has a reason to be hopeful. Okay, I think we have everything we need. Then let's go. It feels like RPG Maker music. This is it. I'll need to draw the zombies' attention and use myself as bait to lure as many as possible out of the school. I double-check my weapons to make sure they're within reach. I can do this. This is still really unfitting music. We need some action music or dramatic music. Okay, I'm ready. Wait! We made something for you in the shop. Huh? They hold out a few planks of wood that have been cobbled together into a makeshift shield, complete with a handle on the back for me to hold. I figured you could use a little extra protection. Since the projectiles only require one hand to use, you can hold the shield in your non-dominant hand. Thank you! It would really be helpful right now with some leather. I accept the shield, touched by their concern. I never expected them to go through the trouble of making a shield for me. Don't die out there. I won't. Promise? I'm also not confident on Yua's voice. I feel like I'm getting hers and Mel's mixed up. I rewatched a video to try and get the voices down too. I promise I can't die out there because if my part of the plan fails, all of you will be in danger too. Please just be careful. I will, don't worry. Good luck, Shorty. We'll do our part. I'm counting on you. After looking around at everyone to make sure they're all ready, I square my shoulders and head down the hall so I won't be near the group when I draw on my pursuers. Wait. Ronko hurries after me down the hallway. I slow and she catches up. What is it? Did I forget something? Are we going to have a romantic moment now? No, I just... She leans close and abruptly kisses me on the cheek. For luck. I stare at her in shock and she blushes. My cheek tingles from the touch of her lips. For luck, huh? What should I do? Offer Ronko some luck in return or remind her to join the others? I'll remind her to join the others. I'm not kissing anyone in the middle of this. Not yet. Thank you, but it isn't safe for you to stay here right now. Yes, I know. You should go back to the others before I draw the zombies. I will. Good luck, Shorty. Thanks, be careful. She turns and walks back toward the group, and I let out a long breath. That was unexpected, but I need to stay focused on the plan. Finally. There are a few zombies in the area, with more arriving all the time. They seem to naturally gravitate towards any area where there's a group of people, while usually annoying it to help here. I yell and shout and make as much noise as possible. All around, more zombies emerge. A few head in the opposite direction, but most head toward me. Come on, just a few more? Soon I face an alarmingly massive horde. Familiar faces are stained with blood, and they lurch forward with only one goal in mind, attacking me. I throw open the door to the outside and run. Phew, I think it's working? The zombies have taken the bait. They mill out of the school after me, intent on catching their prey. Now I just need to buy the others enough time to block the windows and stairs. That would be a long time. At first it feels good to breathe fresh air again after being cooped up in the school. Then I take a look around. Zombies shambled on the streets of town. They wander around the school grounds. They leer from windows on the other side of the street. And I'm the nearest living person in sight. Oh no. I break into a sprint. Zombies from outside join the mob I lured here, and they close in on me from all sides. Now I long for the safety of the school. Gotta keep running. Gotta go fast. One catches my arm, but an acid projectile sends it reeling back. Another one. I bash away with my shield. I dodge around a third zombie and keep running. Too many of them. Just like last time, they spread out too much. There's no safe place to run. Get up in a tree! But I can't die here. I promised. Shorty, you've done enough. Hurry! 3 of my projectiles thrown in quick succession break a path open for me, and I race towards the school doors. Here's hoping that was enough time. I dash into safety with the zombies right on my heels. Inside, I spin around and slam the door shut. Hold the doors just like that. She slams a large plank of wood across the door and begins hammering it in place. As soon as it's partway there, I help her with another one. On the other side, the zombies throw themselves against the door, but it holds. Phew. Are you okay? How should I answer that? I'm just fine, or I never want to do that again. I'm going to say I never want to do that again. Are we supposed to have no visuals? I'm going to pause and make sure, because you know how this game can be. Yeah, so as you can see, we were supposed to have visuals. I swear, this is a consistent problem. I never want to do that again. I don't want you to either. Talk about nerve-wracking, running around with all those zombies chasing me. It would have been so easy for one of them to get me. Now that I'm inside, the danger I put myself in is crashing down on me. I could have died. Never again. From now on, let someone else take risks like that instead. The important thing is it worked. How are things in here? Things didn't go exactly the way we thought they would, especially since Kay wasn't here to help, but we made it through okay. Is anyone hurt? Nope. I'm so glad to hear that. I take a moment to catch my breath, and then I look around. The windows are all boarded up, and Tatsumi has a stack of desks as well as more planks of wood blocking the stairs to the second floor. Ronko and Mel stand on either side of the stairs fighting off zombies. Wow, we really did it. This calls for a celebration. Once the school is safe, we'll really be able to start making plans for the future. Finding other survivors, helping people to safety, getting in touch with the outside world. I think we got most of them. Oh, I think we've lost character sprites again. Hold on. Oh, this game. I swear, so many freaking problems. Let's see if I can do it without Xing out of the game this time. I actually had to reload this twice to make the character sprite appear. I'll have to continue on because I have, like, no space on this device, so if this recording is too long, it's going to be bad. There are probably more, but now we'll have to hunt them down. Now, is Mel gone now? Oh my gosh. Right, go on the offensive and clear the first floor of zombies. You really did it. Thank you, everyone. I can't... Yep, this is pretty terrible. I think I might just get an APAC next time. At least then I wouldn't have to do the gems. I'm not sure if the next time the characters go missing I'll say anything. I might just, like, pause it and cut so it is less weird. Oh no! At his cry, we all turn toward the stairs. Zombies stumble down in such numbers they're practically pushing each other. I thought we blocked this. They hit the barricade, but while some stop, others are pushed up and over. While the zombies have suddenly become skilled. What? I thought the barricade would be enough? I never imagined they'd come in such numbers that they'd actually push each other over the top. One zombie hits the floor near Ronko. Its fingers close around her ankle. Kick it! Ugh! I wasn't going to draw attention to it, but I think the music and the characters disappeared. Ugh. She stabs her katana downward, but another zombie rises up and lunges for her from behind. Get off her! Tatsumi kicks away the zombie on the ground, and it loosens its grip on Ronko in time for her to turn and take out the other with her katana. But as Tatsumi takes another step and reaches for his weapon, the zombie on the ground drags itself forward. Is he about to die? And its teeth sink into his lower leg. Cut it off. Tatsumi has been bitten! Have we gone through all of this only to lose Tatsumi? Is there any way to save him, or is this the end for our friend? Find out in the next chapter! Called it. We may have to amputate. Seen The Walking Dead. I hope the characters stop disappearing. Like, seriously, this phone, because I downloaded Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because I've been on a real Yu-Gi-Oh! Kick. It's my first time playing the card game, and that freaking game is taking up too much space on my computer. Not my computer, the phone. Not as much as the system, though. Despite the chaos in the hallway, everything seems to still. It bit him. The zombie bit Tatsumi. We all know what being bit by a zombie means. With a cry, Ranko slams her katana through the eye of the zombie that bit him. It groans, then falls still. She wrenches her weapon free and falls to her knees in front of Tatsumi. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. I hope he lives. He seems nice. Already his voice is strained. You saved me. If I'd been more aware of my surroundings, or if I'd moved a little faster, I... Don't blame yourself. I'm the one who... Come on, we need to take care of the rest of these zombies. But Mel... Wow, we all have knives all of a sudden. It won't do us any good if someone else gets bitten now. Move it. Three of us grimly destroy the few zombies that remain on the first floor hallway, and then we slowly approach Tatsumi and Ranko. Was Ranko not helping? Tatsumi's face is pale, but he's still alive. We need to get him into the infirmary. Maybe we can still save him. We need to get him to shop class and get a freaking saw. What should I say? You're right, maybe we can, or I'm afraid it's too late. I'll say maybe we can, because they're still my idea. You're right, maybe we can. Have you two lost your minds? You know how zombie infections work. You saw how quickly it spread when people got attacked. You know, Mel, maybe you should have thought of that before you told us to waste time killing the remaining zombies instead of running. We haven't studied this for sure. Just because it's like that in fiction doesn't mean... No, she's right. I can feel it happening. No. In my heart, I know it's true, but I can't help but cling to the hope that we might be able to save him. I can't believe this happened. If only I was stronger. No, Ranko, listen to me. Despite the pain in his voice, he draws a shuddering breath and stares into her tear-stained face. I saw how you blamed yourself for Eri, but that wasn't your fault, and neither is this. Please, don't blame yourself. It's all because he had a sprite. But Please, Ranko, you're one of the bravest people I've ever met. You kept us alive so many times. For my sake, don't blame yourself. It's the only thing I ask. Tatsumi, you're too good for this world. If that's really your last request, then I understand. I won't blame myself. Thank you. Good thinking, Tatsumi. This will be especially hard on Ranko, but making it your final request means she'll at least try. Is there anything we can do for you, Tatsumi? Only one thing. Oh, I guess that wasn't supposed to be a question right there. Yes? What is it? I want you to kill me now. What? You want to die as a human, as yourself, before the infection takes over. Yes, I can feel it spreading, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to become a monster that tries to kill my friends, so please, end it now before I turn. A grim silence falls over the hallway. Ranko stands up and turns away, covering her face with her hands. Yua bites her lip, and her shoulders shake with suppressed sobs. Being asked to kill your friend is a horrible thing, but I understand where Tatsumi is coming from. He'll be dead soon anyway. He'd rather die at our hands than become a zombie. But that means one of us will need to kill him? What should I do? Kill Tatsumi or let someone else handle it? I mean, in real life, I would not be the one to do it, but we can't put that on Ranko. She's already got enough. And Yua and Mel probably shouldn't have to do it either, so... I'm gonna spend my gems to kill Tatsumi. Not enough to lose a friend, we have to lose the gems too. I brace myself and step forward. I don't want to do this, but I can't force one of them to do it. If someone has to, then I'll take the burden. Shouldn't we evacuate the others first so they don't have to see it? Okay, Tatsumi, I'll do it. Thank you. Shorty, are you sure? Yes. Someone has to do it. Thank you for saving me, Tatsumi. I'll fight in your memory. Please, no more goodbyes. There's not enough time. The urgency in his voice sends a chill down my spine. He must be able to sense that he doesn't have much longer before he turns. He's probably holding on to his will with everything he has. I don't want the others to see this. It will be hard. It will be too hard on Yua and Ronco in particular. No concern for Mel. Mel, why don't you and the others go tell Kay what happened? I'll be along shortly. Now we're suddenly bringing up Mel? I understand. She ushers Yua and Ronco away down the hall toward the chemistry lab, and I take a deep breath. I draw the sharpest knife I took from the home ec room and crouch alongside Tatsumi. I totally thought for a minute that was like the character disappeared and we just saw the knife, but I forgot that we don't have a sprite. Thank you for doing this. Wouldn't have wanted one of the girls to have to. It's not easy for any of us, but I didn't want to make someone else do it. I just hope I can. I feel like I'm going to be sick. You're stronger than anyone ever gave you credit for. People have been saying things like that to me a lot lately. Too bad it ended like this. I would have liked to hang out sometime. Same. You're a cool guy, Tatsumi. Really is. Don't let Kay give you too much trouble. I mean, she's probably dead too. She has a sprite, but I don't think I can date her. I'll do my best. We'll be fine. We say as we prepare to murder you. Good. Survive this. All of you. For me. We will, and we'll never forget you. Now, finish it. Okay, I'll make it quick. I take a deep breath and look into Tatsumi's face, memorizing what remains of our friend even as I see the signs of infection creeping in. Then I drive the knife down into his throat. There was no sound for that. Hot blood splashes over my hands, and my stomach roils. Tatsumi goes limp, and I throw the knife away from me. I don't think I'll ever be able to use that knife again. Goodbye, Tatsumi. Thank you for everything. I arrange his body with his arms folded over his chest. He looks almost peaceful that way. I only wish we could give him a proper burial. We should probably move him so the zombies don't eat him. There's no way we could safely bury him outside right now, but maybe we'll still be able to do something for him once this is over. I take a shuddering breath, clean the blood off my hands, and then head toward the chemistry lab. We're just going to leave him lying in the hall, where we can see his body every time we go out there. It's over. I can't tell if we're supposed to have images for this. Yep, we were. Then he died as himself, the way he wanted it to be. Thank you for handling it. Yeah. I know it was necessary, but I still can't get it out of my head. The sight of his face in those final moments, the feel of the knife cutting into his flesh, the splash of blood on my hands. The memory makes me want to scream, but I force myself to stay composed. If I break down now, the entire group might fall to pieces with me. Focus. One thing at a time. Tatsumi wants us to survive. We need to stay strong and keep going. I just hope I never have to do that again. Yeah, the first floor of the school is secure. Yet how can we be happy when the price was Tatsumi's life? I told you the plan was too dangerous. I told you. But no, you had to do it anyway. She rounds on Ronco. And you, Miss Perfect Warrior, huh? Now 2 of our classmates are dead because of you. That's enough, Kay. This isn't Ronco's fault. Tatsumi didn't blame her, and neither should you. I'll, cook some dinner. We got some supplies from the home ec room that we should be able to have a nice meal for a change. She shuffles into the lab area. I sit down and rub my head. It was my plan. Maybe Kay is right. I was overconfident and it cost Tatsumi his life. There's the upbeat music again. As Yua starts cooking up some food using the lab's burners, my appetite only diminishes. When I think of eating, the horror of what happened washes over me again and turns my stomach. We have to keep up our strength, though. I'll force myself to eat at least a little. It's ready. Anyone want to eat? I lift my head as she passes out plates. Her food does smell good, and under normal circumstances I'd compliment her on it, but right now I can't find the words. She doesn't look much better. Her eyes are red-rimmed from crying. Yeah, I have to take a moment to just address this because I don't want to save it for the end of the video. Literally, character models have been disappearing, backgrounds have been disappearing, and the audio has been cutting out every 5 seconds. So I have had to keep pausing and restarting the game, and sometimes I have to do it twice in a row just to make things get right. I just want to put that out there, so I'm sorry for that. I don't really have any way to fix it. I think the game is just buggy, but yeah. Kay stares hollow, almost vacant. Mel looks at the wall, her gaze unreadable. Wait, where's Ronko? She went out into the hall while Yule was cooking. Said she needed some air. Should be safe on the first floor now, but isn't Tatsumi's body still out there? What should I do? Look for Ronko right away, eat dinner first. Neither costs gems either. You'd think the look for Ronko would cost gems. I should probably eat, but I'll eat dinner first, but I would eat fast. If she isn't back by the time we're done eating, I'll go look for her. Okay, here's yours, Shorty. Despite the churning of my stomach, I force myself to eat. Everyone else picks at their food too. No one says much of anything. It's good, Yua. Thanks. You're welcome. And there's no sign of Ronko returning. At last I push my plate away and stand up. We should eat faster. I'll go find her. It's quiet out in the hall. Without the sounds of roaming zombies, nevertheless it gives me the creeps. I'll never be able to look at our school as a truly safe place again. I walk down the hallway, past the boarded-up windows, toward the barricaded door and the blocked stairs. Zombies on the other side try to beat their way in, but they no longer have the numbers to do so. What do you mean they don't have the numbers to do so? Was it like a whole horde of them out there? And near Tatsumi's body, Ronko sits alongside him with her head bowed. Ronko? Was I gone too long? Long enough for us to be worried about you. She sighs and lifts her head. I'm okay. It's not your fault, you know that, right? Tatsumi asked me to believe that, so I'm trying. It isn't easy, though. Don't let Kay get under your skin. She wasn't there. We all know it wasn't your fault. Besides, it was my plan. It's not your fault either. That's a good sign. She isn't blaming herself as much as she did over Aries' death. I just keep thinking that if I was stronger, this wouldn't have happened. We need to help each other, Ronko. No one is strong enough to get through this on their own. I also keep wondering if people rely on me too much because of my reputation. Do you lower your guard because the perfect swordswoman is by your side? I don't think anyone is doing that. I hope not. We're all in this together. You're one of the strongest members of our group, but we've got your back, too. Thank you, Shorty. It helps to hear that. Talking to you always helps. Come on, let's go back to the others. I hold out my hand to her. She accepts it, her fingers trembling at first, yet strengthening, she tightens her grip. I help her to her feet. When she stands up, she's so close to me I can feel her body warmth. Her face is inches from mine. She blinks in surprise, but doesn't move away. Thank you for talking to me, Shorty. She draws a little closer still and closes her eyes, her face tilted toward mine. Uh-oh. What should I do? Kiss Ronko or rejoin the others? We gotta rejoin the others. I'm sorry, Ronko. We're not kissing. I'm not sure I love you yet. I step away and nod toward the chemistry lab. We should get back to the others. We should get back to the lab and rejoin the others. Right. At least she's taking it in stride. Her cheeks redden with a furious blush, and she hurries down the hall toward the chemistry lab. I follow at a slower pace. Oh, that was awkward, but at least she's doing better now. Oh, a whole scene without a disappearing character model. Oh no, a blackout. We're back. Everything's fine. I just needed some time to think. I didn't mean to worry anyone, and you probably should have said something before you left. We were just working out a schedule to keep watch during the night. Wow, the character models seem to have stopped disappearing. This is nice. We've also been figuring out sleeping arrangements, so maybe you can help? By evening, we have a section of the lab set up as a makeshift dormitory. It isn't very comfortable, but Yua had the foresight to grab some cloth from the home ec room to use as blankets. We should have took those futons from shop class. Although it should be safe on the first floor, we'll be keeping watch just in case. My shift won't be for a few hours yet, so I should try to get some sleep. It's difficult as the horrors of the day plague me whenever I close my eyes, but at last I drift away. Only to wake up abruptly to the distinct sound of someone walking on the emergency stairs. Someone's on the emergency stairs. Where am I sleeping that I could hear that? Are there still zombies out there, or is it another survivor? Is it safe to investigate? Find out in the next chapter. So I have to hurry up and end this part because I don't know how long this video is going to end up being. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for all the issues. Please leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!